Guys and girls, Markus from Scene TV. We are down at the Adelaide Fringe at Gluttony, where I'm talking to Picasso. Picasso's brand new show, The Naked Painters, is appearing at the Fringe, and we're going to chat to him right now. In fact, we're going to more than just chat. He's going to paint for us as we chat. Picasso, welcome to Scene TV.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. Picasso, what is it all about?
I just started painting like this with my penis instead of a brush.
Painting with your penis?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, there's a new trick for the kids at home.
I did it like 12 years ago for the first time, and I've been making a living out of my penis ever since.
Many people have, but that's a whole nother career. You have developed something new again with your penis.
I think so.
And we're going to paint today, aren't we?
We are.
What are we painting?
I'm going to paint your face. Well, your portrait. Yeah.
No. Yeah, face painting with a penis wouldn't be good. That's scary. Okay, well look, this is new. I've never had my portrait done with a penis before. This is going to be fun. First time for me. Okay, well, so how did you find and start whenever you're ready.
Okay.
How did you find that you had this talent? So to speak.
It just popped into my head it had to be possible, and so I tried it and told the wife and got divorced. And
oh, she didn't like it?
That was the sort of catalyst for it. Yeah, I got nothing else to lose apart from my dignity. So,
no, you've lost your dignity. You left at the gates over there, didn't you?
Yeah.
Mine's over there somewhere as well, I think. Oh, it's not just penis painting, it's butt painting as well.
Oh, it's everything, yeah. And
oh,
you clean
okay.
it off like that.
All right. Last year we interviewed a puppetry of the penis.
Okay.
At the time I didn't think anything was ever going to beat that. It turns out I was mistaken. I haven't been wrong too many times, but I was then. So how many years have you been painting with your penis for?
I started about 15 years ago, but I never did it in public for about 3 years. It took me about 3 years of practice. And
who did you practice on or with?
I was lucky enough to meet a girl at a bondage club. She invited me to a bondage club, and I thought, I'd never been to one before. And they loved me there. They loved me, and they said, paint all. And I stayed there for about a year, sort of painting everyone. And it was my definition of normal totally changed then, you know.
I love it. I'm looking into your eyes, but I'm sure you don't even care about all that anymore, do you? You're like, look wherever you want. We've actually got the same hair colour I think, haven't we? Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Yep. I like it.
Mine changes from time to time.
Oh, you're getting the hair right.
Oh, I got getting there slowly.
Awesome. Okay, so tell me about the show. It's an hour-long show, correct?
It is, yeah, an hour-long show, and I start off with another character called Speedy Da Vinci. He's a bit of a punk character, and he'll show you all the different brush strokes and do a comedy sort of.
He introduces Picasso.
Yeah, he really introduces, and then Picasso comes on and paints someone from the audience, and talks about his life, how he started. Well, everything about his life, really. Yeah, all the intimate details, really.
Yeah,
in a strange way. Because people are so interested in. They always want to know how I started and why I started and why don't you paint with a brush and all that sort of thing. You know?
Clearly, you started with a brush, obviously. Didn't you?
Well, I did years and years ago, but then I was a builder for most of my life. Until I was quite old, actually.
And then you're like, fuck, this is boring. What could I possibly use?
Yeah.
And then you're in the shower one morning, you're like, hang on, I've got an idea.
I always wanted to do something a bit more out there, you know.
Well, I think you nailed that. And clearly, I actually work as a painter as well. I don't use my penis.
No.
I use the old-fashioned way. But no judgment at all. But I know that when I finish, doing my art, I need to, wash my brushes in water or methylated spirits, whatever the medium might be. You need a good shower, clearly, don't you?
Yeah, you don't use sort of enamel or oil-based paints, because if you soak your brush in turps, you'll never paint again. I can tell you that.
Is there a colour that you prefer to paint with? Is there a colour that your penis prefers?
I'm just
I've
going.
never asked anybody that in my whole life.
I'm just going with like. I'm just trying to make you a bit more abstract, really.
Yep.
What colour eyes have you got? Brown. I think.
Hazel.
Hazel colour. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll do them the right colour, because I'm almost colourblind. I can never tell people's eyes. I have to ask every time. Don't know why that is.
So what kind of paints do you use? What is safe for you?
It's just acrylic,
Okay.
really. Well, I make my own paint. It's a lot more sort of glue and tints in it. I get it all from Bunnings, actually. Everything. From
Okay.
Bunnings. So it's meant to be non-toxic, and I'm sure it is. But
Have you ever gone up to the counter and told them actually why you're buying this acrylic paint?
yes. Well, they all found out. Yeah. They seem to know. Yeah. They always have a laugh.
Oh,
and
it's him again.
I'm treated like a god in there.
Of course you are. Because you're from Queensland, correct?
Yeah.
Queensland Bunnings, watch out, guys. So tell me, whereabouts have you travelled this show around Australia?
This show is the first time I've ever done this show, but I usually work for Sexpo and adult shows and clubs and parties and television and things like that, but this is the first time I've ever put on a show all myself.
We have got a great big tractor coming through, guys, so please excuse us. We are in the middle of a construction zone. This place is due to all happen in another couple of days, so it's manic down here. Don't get distracted by the truck when you've got a penis to look at. The rule of the game. Can you still hear us? Okay, all good, all good. I can't even hear myself now. We'll just work through it. Oh, he's getting the mullet right. This is awesome. Have you ever painted too much in one night and your penis is just like enough?
Well,
No more paint.
when I'm at Sexpo, I paint for like 12 hours a day.
That's a marathon.
It is, for 4 days in a row, and it gets really sore after that.
I can imagine, because all that pulling and whatnot, that came out wrong. Have you ever, how do we say this politely for the underage viewers? Have you ever painted and been excited?
Oh, yeah. It is possible.
It
is possible. It does happen from time at clubs, different sorts of clubs
Yes.
I go to.
Because essentially,
That's
acrylic
really what-
could be a lubrication, couldn't it?
Yeah, well, I've got coconut oil in that to lube up with,
Okay,
and
yes.
which is you have to put on really all the time.
Well, you'd have to.
Yeah.
Clearly, this kind of job wouldn't really work in really freezing below Celsius temperature, would it? It needs to be a warm day.
I've painted in Sweden and all over Europe, but usually they're it's warm venues.
Can you warm the room, please? Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes TV studios are actually colder.
Yeah,
Because they're
damn.
people, all dressed up. They don't want to sweat, so
No, quite
they're
right.
really
quite right.
freezing places to paint
Yeah.
in.
Does that get awkward?
Sometimes, yeah.
You're out there with. This is going to sound horrible. Again, this interview is up to no good. Clearly, it's not going to get any better. But yeah, in those kind of temperatures, you kind of need a tweezer, don't you? A set of tweezers, enough of that. Okay, so anything else you can tell me? Tell me the most exciting thing that's happened to you on stage.
I painted John Paul Gaultier last year.
Really? What did he
Yeah.
think of all of this?
He winked at me a lot.
That's a big moment.
It was, yeah, but the painting didn't come out that good. I wasn't really pleased with it
Because he was winking too much?
no, I was a bit jet lagged actually. I got off the plane at like in the afternoon and they wanted me in there at 8 o'clock in the morning and I was like fucking drunk. But it came out all right, but it wasn't
You could have done better.
I could have done a lot better.
Your penis wasn't performing.
No, it wasn't. It was a bit of a letdown.
So your show, what happens with your show? Do you actually get up and paint an audience member during the show? Is that how it goes on?
Yeah. I paint 2 people actually during the show, and I also do a one of a beach scene or something like that. Just to show people all the different brush strokes. It's
Sweet.
one I've done a few times, so
Okie dokes.
should come
Oh,
out
you don't
okay.
want to cut it on the edge of that paper, do you? You don't want to get a paper cut. Don't
No.
go close. Don't go close to the edge.
I'll just put a few,
That is looking really good. How much longer have we got to go?
about 3 minutes if
Whoa!
you like. I can
Hey,
finish
so
it.
let's talk about.
It doesn't matter. I can prolong it, but
No pun intended. No, tell me. So when can people catch the show? Well, we're going to be at the Bally, aren't we?
yeah.
And it starts on Friday.
Yeah, on Friday, and I'm there for 9 days.
9 days?
Yeah, until the 27th.
And you can grab Picasso show.
It's
the
at
paint.
It's at 10:30 at night. It's quite late.
10:30 at
Yeah.
night, and
So
it is called The Naked Painters.
Yep.
You can check out the show on fringe.com. What do you do? Oh, it's just like a regular Saturday night for my face. I kid, I joke. So yeah, fringe.com.au for the tickets. Picasso, The Naked Painters, playing at the Bally, starting this Friday night for 9 days at 10:30 at night. It's going to be brilliant. What's the bit you're not looking forward to?
I'm terrified. If I can't remember my lines, you know, because you have to do two things at once. You have to paint as well as talk, and men aren't that good at multitasking.
No,
are they?
we aren't. Well, some of us. How nervous is little Picasso? He doesn't get
He
nervous.
doesn't get nervous
Doesn't get
anymore.
stage fright?
No, he doesn't get stage fright. There we
Okay.
are.
Well, there you go, guys. What do you think? I love it. That's going on my fridge. It is good. You've nailed it. Nailed it.
I normally paint with just normal colours, but I just thought, seeing you're an artist, I'll just make you a bit more abstract.
I totally love it.
Okay, good.
You've been watching, me, Marcus, for Scene TV. This is Picasso. Make sure you check out his show. We're going to see you for more Adelaide Fringe coming really